If my life were a box, it'd be kind of a mess. Growing up, I never really knew what I wanted to be. When I was 4, I thought being a pop star sounded pretty cool, but then everyone around me kept saying I needed a real job, whatever that means. I always loved art class, but it always felt more like a hobby to me. Then I really got into theater. I loved telling stories, but being an actor never seemed like the right fit either. It wasn't until my freshman year of high school that a new teacher, Mr. Wright, introduced Video Club. After my curiosity got the better of me, I was hooked. For the next 4 years, I became that weird girl with the camera, always creating fun stories with her friends. I had finally found something that felt right. When it came time for college, I knew I had to be a film major. But of course, nothing can go as planned because during my freshman year, COVID hit, and everything shut down. At the same time, I began experiencing painful and debilitating symptoms that no doctor could figure out. My grades started slipping, and eventually I had to drop out of college. I was a failure. I'd let my professors down, let my immigrant family down, but worst of all, I had let myself down. I moved back in with my dad, and after some time I did decide to go back to school. But I was living in constant fear that my symptoms would flare up again, so I opted in for a 2-year community college instead of a 4-year university in the hopes that I could actually make it to graduation. And after some time and a lot of hard work, I managed to get my associates in digital media production and design from Chattanooga State Community College. Still not exactly sure what I wanted to do with my degree or my life, I found myself falling into van life content on YouTube. I thought this would be the perfect way to find myself out on the open road, so I built a van and set off on my new adventure. For 3 months, that is, because I got hired as an assistant video editor for MrBeast YouTube, which made traveling around in a van full-time across the country just a little bit tricky. While I worked at MrBeast, I learned a lot about the industry very quickly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. While I was there, we also found out the reason for all my health issues was a failing gallbladder. I underwent surgery and had a lot of post-op complications. All of this combined made me take a really hard look at where I was, and I didn't like the path being laid out before me. So I quit, and I got a remote job with a startup. Though I liked this company more, I still didn't feel quite right with where I was in my career. But I didn't get much time to think about it because after working there for 3 months, I was laid off due to budget cuts. I was devastated. Here I was, brand new to LA. I didn't know where to go or what to do. I would spend the next few months desperately searching for employment, but only to be met with rejection after rejection. And now here I am, half a year later, working a part-time waitressing job, living paycheck to paycheck. I'm frustrated, disappointed, and confused. I feel like I've become trapped in this messy, confusing box, unable to grow beyond its walls. I've reached my max capacity. I need something to change. I need a new box. I'm ready to start over, learn new skills, and acquire the tools necessary to build a better life for myself. While my background is rooted in film and digital media, I've come to realize that the path forward requires more than just creative skills. While working in fast-paced environments like MrBeast, I've come to learn just how crucial strong organizational and management skills are, which is why I'm getting my bachelor's degree in business management. I believe that this will provide me with the strategic thinking and leadership tools necessary to turn my creative visions into something sustainable, whether that's in media, entrepreneurship, or something else entirely. I'm still working through what that looks like, but maybe in the chaos, a clearer path will unfold before me when I stop trying to fit and force everything into this old box and allow myself to grow into an entirely new one.